So hello, everybody, to our Clone Wars discussion thingy that we're doing here. Still winging it per usual because that's how we do things.
We've never had a plan in our lives.
Yeah. This episode is all gonna be about season 3 of Clone Wars: Secrets Revealed, and there's like one secret revealed. I don't know about y'all. Maybe
I would say that there's one major secret revealed.
Yeah,
that's about it.
So maybe we could talk about that in a second. Hello, I am Kayla, one of the lovely people here talking about the show. Let's see if I can do. Yes, up here we have the lovely Caitlin from Uppercut. Hello, Caitlin.
Hello.
Hello. And then over here we have the lovely Chloe from Chloe.
From Chloe. From Chloe Enterprises.
That's me.
Chloe Naylor, Inc.
Make it. Do it.
Will do right now.
So yeah, we're gonna be chatting about season 3. It is called Secrets Revealed. I only remember one secret being revealed. Chloe,
yeah, I watched a ton yesterday, and I do not remember any other big secrets.
No. Like,
no.
No.
A whole lot.
I'm trying to think of like what important even happened this season, and it's like the Mortis stuff.
Right.
And then like the last few episodes with the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which
and like I'm trying to remember what the beginning of the season was. I literally watched it like 2 days ago and I don't remember.
The beginning is about the clone cadets and like how like Fives and Echo became a main part of the.
Oh wait, you know what the other secret that was revealed was?
What?
Darth Maul.
Oh, you're right.
That's true. That did happen this season. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because this is an even more weirdly paced season. Because the show is terrible, actually.
We love it. We love it.
Yeah.
We do, but like the out of order shit is starting to bug me more and more.
Yeah. It's really bad this season for sure. Next season seems pretty straightforward, actually.
It's just like it's just such hard jump cuts, and you can see where it was like supposed to be somewhere else. Like the stuff with Savage like going to get the king from I can't remember, the T planet, and then fucking like it's just all fucked up and it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do it like this?
I have no idea.
Don't know.
Let's hit up Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni, I have beef. Fist fight me in the street.
Why did you do this?
That's a call out.
It is. I'm adding him to my list. It's him and Ken Levine.
Stop. You need to stop calling people out. Small recap of important events. The first episodes, right? Like we talked about Echo and Fives, which super important little arc clones that we'll get later. I really love the episodes with the Night Sisters, obviously, like that whole arc with Savage and just getting to be on Dathomir and stuff is really cool, especially if you played Jedi Fallen Order. It goes along with that story too, which is really fun. There's this whole arc that's very strange that I would never put in the Star Wars universe, but it happens here with the Ghost of Mortis and stuff.
Which I love it in a vacuum.
I do.
I love it, but it should have been like at the end.
It's just strange. It's a strange thing that I just wouldn't ever put in.
Because, like, the first time I watched those episodes was last year. Riley and I watched them together because they were trying to... It was related to monster fucking, it doesn't matter. But...
Oh my god.
Valid.
We were watching these episodes, and I watched them, and I was like, wait, this is in season 3? And they were like, yeah, you're just supposed to, like, they forget it happened, so you're just supposed to, too. And I was like...
Okay.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
I don't know how you just continue living your life for another 4 seasons with that information. and then like not doing
Yeah.
anything with it.
They just totally forget about it. Not at all important about the Force and that stuff.
And the fact that Anakin fucked everything up.
Yeah.
Look at that foreshadowing.
Like, I really like that storyline, but I also hate it in the context of Star Wars because, like, what the Mortis stuff it is proposing is so much more interesting than Anakin is bad and then he's good and that fixes everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they set up such huge cosmic stakes with this, and then it comes down to Darth Vader grew a conscience.
Yeah, they did. Do one of y'all want to, like, explain, like, a quick recap of that entire arc for people who are like, what's up with that?
Yeah, for the weirdos who are watching this without watching the show, because you know there are people doing that.
Yes, there are.
Why would you do that?
So, I can do it. The Mortis episode is basically, the Jedi Temple gets a distress code that they haven't used in like 2,000 years. So Mace Windu and Yoda are like, that's pretty fucked up. We should probably check into that. So they send Anakin, Ahsoka, and Obi-Wan, which I don't know why all three had to go. That kind of felt like some, not plot armor, but like, that just kind of felt like, well, we gotta do it! But, because I was like, you could have sent anybody, but, and they go, and it's this weird, like, it looks like a space cube. It's not, it's kind of scary looking, and then there's, like, a planet inside of it, and during the day, everything is really pretty and nice, but at night, everything dies, and they get stuck there, and these weird people show up and are really cryptic and fucked up, and then it turns out that they are the physical manifestations of the, like, of the Force, I guess, essentially, or, like, they are beings that are stronger than anybody in the universe.
They're
at
kind of
using
like
the
celestials in
Yeah.
terms of like Marvel shit.
Yeah, because like from what I understand from the stuff Riley was talking to me about for monster fucking reasons, there are like actual
Just, like,
physical.
just casually keep slipping that in there.
Yeah, it's gotta keep the brand up. It's called engagement, Kayla.
Fair.
But they like I guess there are like actual physical manifestations of the Force also, and these are kind of like below that. I don't know. They're weird, funky people, but basically they're a father, a son, and a daughter, and the father is like, Anakin's the chosen one. I'm gonna test him to see if he can control my children because I'm dying, and once I die, they're gonna get out, and that's gonna be pretty fucked up. And so he does that, and Anakin proves that he's a chosen one, and then the guy's like, all right, you need to stay, and Anakin says, fuck you, and he leaves. And so then the son, who is more closely aligned with the dark side, is like, realizes basically from them showing up that if they can come in, he can come out. So he wants to just kind of leave and go fuck shit up. And so he wants Anakin to join him and to try to force him to do that. After he says no, he kidnaps Ahsoka. And then they go to save her. And the son fucking bites her. And turns her into the dark side, because I guess that's a thing that you can do.
Speaking of Twilight coming back,
like he's like a weird like rat alien thing in a prison cell. He just takes a big old bitey out of her, and then she's evil. And then there's a whole big drama of Obi-Wan getting a weird magic knife to kill the son. And of course, it ends up getting into the son's hands, and he tries to kill the father, but his sister dies instead because they keep saying over and over again that her nature is to be selfless and his is to be selfish. So she saves their dad, and then he's basically just like, man, I really fucked this up, huh? And they're like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then basically after the whole ordeal's over, no one remembers.
Yeah, because
so you just get this bombshell about Anakin being like powerful as hell, and like what the chosen one actually means, and then they just dip and no one remembers.
And then they forget about it because don't worry about it.
No big deal. It's weird because like I feel like that's such an important story, and then that happens at the end. They're just like, we're gonna erase your memory.
Well, because it's not even like I would understand if they got rid of the just the chosen one stuff, because like I get like Anakin's already a dumb bitch without needing to know that and like running around in the world. But like there's so much between him and Ahsoka, like when she gets Norded, essentially, like she fucking like she talks about a lot of the stuff that's like problematic in her and Anakin's relationship. And like it's coming from a place of like darkness and anger in the moment, but you can tell it's like real stuff that does bother her that's like now coming to the surface. And so like none of that stuff, like none of that development gets to stay because everybody fucking forgets it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's whack. And then we see Anakin sees everything that he does in like Revenge of the Sith, like killing Padme, killing kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
yeah, and he's just like, well, that's fine. That's probably
fine. You know. Sure.
I feel like they did that as kind of like a like trying to continue the whole like him acting on the prophecy makes it come true thing. But I was like, I mean, Anakin's stupid, but is he that stupid?
I think he's stupid. I mean,
I don't know. I can't
decide.
I feel like Clone Wars is trying to make the argument that he's not that stupid, but at the same time, they're proving it wrong.
Stupid. Yeah.
He's very stupid.
We love him though.
Oh yeah.
The other thing that happens that I think is kind of important is just the stuff at the end with the kids and Ahsoka they're all like kidnapped and everything. And this is my complaint, and I feel like I might be alone on this complaint, and I'm sorry. I fucking hate when Chewie is in other content other than the OG. Like it just
I don't
me.
like him.
I feel like I like Chewie. I love Chewie, but I just hate that they just like throw him in like for brownie points, I guess. Like
yeah, there are a couple of cameos in the show that kind of have felt like that. Like I'm trying to remember who. It's like him.
He's in Revenge of the Sith. Like that makes me like when he shows up in Revenge of the Sith. I'm
annoying.
Like, what do you mean? Like you were already like a hero, and then he shows up in the Solo movie, and then he's somebody else. Like it's just he's just everywhere.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Especially too because like if you take into account like Force Unleashed too, that game, like if I remember correctly, kind of alluded to the fact that like the Wookiees were definitely like more around and more like prevalent for a while before they got, you know, fucking Sith murdered. And like the movies just don't talk about that ever. It's just like, nah, it's just Chewie, he's just vibing,
just chilling, you know. It's fine.
He's the only one, he's the only Wookiee that matters. I do like the baby Wookiee Padawans though.
Yeah,
they're
like the episode
cute.
when they make their lightsabers.
Yeah, they're so cute. They're just little babies. They're little babies who yell.
Let's see. Favorite episode / arc.
Oh, should we talk about the Night Sister stuff too? Because that's pretty.
Oh yeah, that's important.
Cut that.
Andrew.
Night Sisters stuff. That's very important.
I also feel like extremely out of place.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like in the timeline. Like it just jumps right into it, and it's such a like I feel like it's such an important arc that they were just like careened into all of a sudden.
Right. Chloe, I want to hear your thoughts on it.
It's interesting. I love seeing things on Dathomir, and also Ventress is really cool, and you see Darth Maul and how he whatever his Savage oppresses situations.
Savage and Feral oppress.
It's like the dumbest name, but he's pretty cool, you know.
I do have a major complaint about this arc in regards to Savage, but I want to have Chloe finish her stuff.
Yeah. No, it's funny. It's like Darth Vader is like, "Hey, Ventress is too strong. Kill her." And then go back to the planet where she's from and find a new apprentice.
I like though that Duke, like, Palpatine was like, hey, this one, you're too attached, get rid of her. And he's like, alright, and then he's like, what if I did the same shit again?
What if I just did it again?
Like, it's not like Palpatine was like, go get a different one. Dooku was like, what if I did the same shit once again?
Right.
It's like, she was pretty cool, I'm just gonna find another person from that same planet.
Love to get overly attached to my assassins and then have to murder them.
Yeah.
Let me just do that again.
I love what they did though, because it gave Ventress room to grow outside of that one story with Dooku. And I love Ventress and everything she does because she's so evil and amazing.
She's perfect.
Yeah, she's perfect. She's great.
Well, and two, I like it because, like, the Ventress stuff specifically, like, the episodes that are before Savage enters, like, it does a really good job of what we've already been talking about, of kind of establishing what is going on with the Rule of Two at the moment, and it is, like, what we've been talking about, where it is Dooku and Palpatine, and everyone else is, like, contractors, basically.
Yeah.
Like, evil contractors. And so then, like, and you see that with Palpatine when he's like, you're getting too attached, like, are you plotting some shit? Like, okay, well, if you're not, then you won't mind, like, firing this employee from life. Like,
I just get so bummed when he's like, you failed me for the last time.
I know, it's so
You're gonna
fucking
die now.
sad.
Like,
And then when they show her, like, whole past, too, I'm like, her actions aren't right, but I get it.
she's going through some shit.
Everyone she's ever liked or cared about has either died or sent her away.
Yeah. Doesn't deserve that.
We love her. We stand.
She's
Yes.
perfect.
She is perfect.
She is. It's true.
Yeah, okay. So favorite episode / arc. Take it away.
Wait, can I bitch about Savage Press for a second?
Oh, 100%, yes.
So aside from the name being fucking horrible,
Right.
I also like Star Wars has a lot of issues with like making the aliens like racial stereotypes, but I really, really hate the framing of Savage as like a monster and an animal and all of that shit. Cause like it doesn't even make sense. Like they're so aggressive about it, and it's like, y'all didn't talk about Darth Maul this way. Like he was just a dude. So like, and when they talk about him in the show, they're like, oh yeah, Darth Maul, he was a warrior, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're not like, oh, he's not, like what, because he killed some Jedi? Like, why don't you talk about Count Dooku that way? Like, it just felt super charged and gross in a way that I, like, really, really did not like. And, like, especially it being so aggressive with, like, Anakin and Obi-Wan, I was like, this feels icky.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's like,
they
it was kind of like even more of like a Frankenstein's monster kind of thing, where they're like, we're creating him just for this purpose, and we're gonna have everybody like rip on him all the time. And
yeah, it's like, well, and then using like there's a lot of just like coded stuff in there, right? Like they make him like bigger and like bulkier and like more predatory and stuff. Like his horns and his nails are bigger, and like all of it just feels like they're just like he's being really like racialized in a gross way. That I was like, this is really unnecessary. You could have done all of this and just not called him a monster,
right.
But,
or even an animal. You could call him a monster once he starts killing people, but like they're immediately just like, he's a fucking savage, and it's like, all right, calm down.
I mean, yeah.
Like, that is his name, but, like...
He's a savage.
I hate that his brother's name is Feral, too. And his brother's, like, such a wimp.
Oh my god, yeah. Jesus.
I was like, Feral, don't you just want to go ape shit? Like, come on.
Stop. How many times am I going to ask you to stop?
We should get a counter. Andrew, put a counter in the video.
Caitlin, stop. And that's it.
It only makes me more powerful, honestly.
Love it.
Okay. I think, alright, I'm ready to talk about favorite episode / arc.
Do it.
Obviously my favorite arc is the Night Sisters.
Yeah.
I think the pacing of the season is bad, so I think it minimizes it, but I think it's cool, and I want to know what the fuck is up with them. Like, aside from Ventress and all of that shit, like, I just want to know more about, like, the Night Sisters. Like, what do they do? Is it magic? Is it a different version of the Force? Like, what are they doing? Also, why is everybody just chill with, like, oh yeah, that's the witch planet? Like, what? Like, everyone's just like, yeah, like, sci-fi and shit, but that over there, that's the witch planet.
It's fine. So we got, like, a witch with Mother Talzin and the wizard with the father, so it's fine.
It's fine. I think don't they explain later on the difference between the Force and magic, right?
I'm trying to remember.
Yes, no.
I don't know. We're getting up to the parts where I've stopped seeing it. Like we're getting to the seasons that I haven't seen after like 4. I think 4 or 5 is where I stopped.
Okay.
So I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure the magic is like a it's like they extract the Force from there's like a whole episode, I think either in the next season or the one after that about it. It is like a form of the Force, but it's not the Force. It's weird. It's fucking weird. It's a thing.
I do remember an episode where they literally just do voodoo magic. I'm like, okay.
Yes, that's the episode. Yes.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah, makes sense.
What about you, Chloe?
Oh gosh. So the Mortis arc slaps, but I think like my favorite episodes are like Arc Troopers and then the Heroes on Both Sides.
Mm-hmm.
Again, those are like the two
Heroes
episodes
on Both Sides is good.
Heroes on, but yeah, Heroes on Both Sides. I really like how they go to the Separatist side and just see how they're like normal people. They just, I don't know, they're like, they actually believe in what Dooku says, and they're like, hey, we won't let corporations run us. And I'm like, yes, I agree with you.
I did like the Senate arcs a lot in this season too, because I think they did, like, watching it right now is a little bit like, whew, because like they did a really good job of showing that like if the system is corrupt at its core, like no amount of like being good and trying hard is going to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, that was another thing where I really noticed the time travel stuff being fucked up because Ono's alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure that man drank poison.
Wait a minute, we just saw you die.
Wait
episodes again. Wait a minute, yeah, no, but it's cool. Padme has a friend on the other side, and then like she tells Palpatine about that, and then the next day she's dead. I'm like, oh, you wouldn't put. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I love they're like, oh yeah, Dooku did it. I don't know.
Dooku did it. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's like
I also love
my
Anakin
favorites.
telling Ahsoka that she went too far doing this, and it's like, and she was like, you literally do this all the time, and he was like,
Right?
nope, too far, and it's like, what do you mean?
It's like they didn't kill anybody. They just went to the other side and talked to their friends.
Yeah, they literally like had brunch.
Exactly. And then
They had a
They were back
political
by dinner.
brunch.
And
Did y'all
then
hear that thunder?
No.
Okay. It's fine.
oh god. And Ahsoka meets Lux Bonteri, and as soon as I saw him again, I'm like, oh, you could be played by like Timothy Chalamet, I think.
Yes, probably. He's such a fuckboy, though. I get so mad about this man.
I
get
hate
so
him
mad
so
about him.
much.
Yeah, Lux is a little shit.
Ahsoka deserves better.
Yeah, I hate that they immediately, like, I hated the joke, what was it, where she's like, well, I guess all boys, even if they're separatists, are the same. And I was like, I just, stop. All of this is bad. This is too hetero. Get it out of here.
Too hetero.
Like,
Yeah,
and not even, like, too hetero in a way that didn't even make sense. Like, they had just met. Like,
Right.
Mhm.
And they're
Like,
like already
and, like,
flirting.
yeah, and it's like, stop. Like, literally the first shot you get of him, they're automatically like, eyes emoji, and it's like, stop.
And I'm like,
Stop
this is
it.
just a normal white boy, please.
It's like, she doesn't even know his name!
She's just okay. Exactly.
He's literally just a bougie bitch. Like,
Oh my god.
he could be anyone.
That's just Timothy Chalamet. You can find any of those in like an English 100 class. Like, come on.
Like, I'm sure there are tons in the Republic. I'm sure there are tons of
Yeah.
shitty boys just like Lux.
Find any senator's son. It's the same person.
It's the same. It's the same, man.
Gosh. Yeah.
Just
But in that
clones,
same
basically.
episode, like General Grievous gives like a speech to droids that are going on a suicide mission. So like, okay, thanks for giving them some moral support.
I guess he learned from what he just let them all die on purpose.
Yeah. Oh god, it's a great episode.
From when he refused to charge them.
Yeah. We need to be charged. No, fuck you.
Grievous
You
is such a
fucking
fuck.
don't walk.
He's such a fuck. I love him so much.
I know
He's
you
just
do.
like, I love that, like, the moral of Clone Wars is that, like, everyone on the dark side has, like, severe issues surrounding, like, approval and parental figures.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, like, why they're on the dark side. Like, even Grievous is like, I don't answer to you. I only answer to Count Dooku. And it's like, sir, you need to chill.
Calm down.
Like, you could not take orders from anybody. You are a cyborg with 4 lightsabers.
Yeah.
Like, you could do anything.
He can do anything he wants, but
You're a
Sure.
weird little Spider-Man. Like, the
I
world is
hate when he
truly
goes
your
into
oyster.
Spider-Man.
I love it. I think it's so funny.
yes, It's just every time
I was
like,
texting
Obi-Wan,
Chloe about it. I was
away.
like, but he does his little skitters.
He does it every time, like, Obi-Wan, like, pushes him. He's like, alright, I'm out. I'm gonna crawl away now. Bye.
Yeah. Literally, that's the other thing. All of, like, the dark side assassins are just like, oh shit, we fighting? Bye. And they just, like, I do genuinely believe that Ventress is the strongest Force user in the show. I think the text, like, suggests that. But I do love that all of them are just like, peace! And then they just, like, yeet the fuck out whenever they, like, have to actually fight somebody.
Exactly.
Okay. I love the ARC Troopers episodes. Like, that whole arc.
Yes.
It's just, it's wholesome. It's great. Echo and Fives are amazing. What was the clone, like, 99 or something?
Yeah, that was sad.
It was really
Broke my
sad.
heart.
I like the Clone Trooper
yeah.
episodes because they're sweet and I like that they're humanizing the clones, but also I hate them because they're, like, humanizing the clones and it's, like, military propaganda every time.
Well,
and they point that out. Like, that's part of the
Yeah.
point, is that, like, their lives are military propaganda, and I think that's done well, but it makes me sad for them.
Yeah.
Right. So I think a lot of people forget to, like, yes, the show is what I'm trying to say. The show is great because we get to learn more about the characters that we just saw glimpses of in the movies. We get introduced to new ones, but it is about the clones. It is called the Clone Wars. Not only is it all the things in the sidelines that are happening during the Clone Wars, but it is about them, and, like, a lot of the side arcs are, like, the morality of it and, like, what the fuck is happening. And so anytime that we get anything with them, I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's super good. It makes me so sad every time because they're like,
It is
like when they're
it's
like
sad. It is
Yeah.
like with, like, the scene with the medal where, like, it means so much to 99 and it's like,
no.
bro, you shouldn't, like, there's a weird thing about disability in that too, I think, but also it's like military service should not be the end all be all for you. Like, it's sad that you're so excited about the fact that you were bred to die and that, like, didn't happen.
right.
Yeah.
And then something that is very important that I think people might forget, like, I forgot about this until the most recent series happened, was in episode 19 of the season, the ARC Trooper Echo is seemingly killed, and that comes back later on, so just remember that. That's very, very important for the future. But yeah, I think those are my favorite arcs for this one.
Yeah. Like how in the first episode, it's like, okay, the Domino Squad, how they came together, how they became a group, and it's like Heavy gave the medal to 99, and then in a episode in season 1, Heavy dies, and then the next episode in here, it's like, Heavy's gone, by the way. It's upsetting.
That was sad.
It was sad. Yeah.
So for MVP and Dumb Bitch, I think my MVP is going to be Ventress, because she seemingly was, like, cast aside, but then she came back to, like, where she came from and, like, started a new plot against Dooku, and I'm for it. So, like, MVP, Ventress. Dumb Bitch is Ahsoka for being too hetero with Lux.
That's fair. That's a
Absolutely.
good one.
Yeah, that's valid. My MVP, I was gonna say Ventress, and then I realized, like, one of you were probably gonna say her, so I picked Savage. Because he fucks some shit up, you know.
Yeah.
He is a murder man.
He is a murder man. Just don't call him an animal, but he is a murder man like everybody else in the show.
Was, like,
Yeah, like, everybody's a murder man.
Yeah.
He's just really good at it.
Right. Gosh. And then my dumb bitch is Zero the Hutt.
Yeah.
Oh
God,
my
that
God.
was a
Oh,
weird...
can we talk about Zero the Hutt and his fucking
Yes.
girlfriend?
Weird girlfriend.
That was
Okay,
great.
my
That was
MVP is Zero the Hutt's fucking girlfriend.
Yeah.
What was
Because
that?
I don't know her name.
Oh, wait. No, it's in here. But
Because I don't think they say it in the show. At least not in those episodes. I think they've said it before because we've seen her before.
insane.
What is her name?
Shout out to her. She is the MVP, honestly.
She's such a queen. I literally love that. I love that she, like, when she murders Zero the Hutt, she's just like, well, you're not gonna get a chance to leave anyone ever again, bitch. And then just like,
yeah.
I love her. She's also, her voice makes me laugh a lot, and her weird little like mouth.
Her mouth thing. Oh my god, they were making out through like the jail parts. Oh god,
so funny. Her fucking like straw mouth.
God.
Also, when she sings, like when she does her musical number, and it's just a little teeny mouth.
It's a little mouth like 5 feet away from her face.
Okay, her name is Cy Snoodles. One of the dancers for Jabba the Hutt. Cy Snoodles.
Cy Snoodles.
Is that her in like the Return of the Jedi, like whatever remaster, or is that just a different person?
I don't know, but if that is her, I got
With Star Wars, I can never tell if every alien is the same one or not.
Never know.
Because it's not even like a racist thing, it's just they truly make it seem like every alien is that one alien.
Pretty much.
Like the number of times you see
apparently
fucking
she's in
Greedo.
Return of the Jedi.
It is her! Oh my god!
Wait, I'm posting this in the Discord.
I love her. Queen shit.
Oh my
Queen
gosh.
shit.
So
Cy
that's-
Snoodles, bitch.
That's her!
Cy Snoodles, queen shit.
MVP of the whole show. The whole
Yeah,
the
honestly,
series.
Cy Snoodles for MVP of all 7 seasons.
Yeah, there we go.
And the
Oh
movies.
god, like she's still living her best life.
Look at
Yeah,
her.
she is.
She moved up
All
from
right,
0 to
Caitlin,
Jabba.
tell us about Cy.
So there's like, God, see, this is why this is such a fucking mess. Because part of this season 2 is a continuation of the bounty hunter shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, so Cad Bane gets involved with the Hutts, like doing shit. He like takes the Senate hostage, and then in the meantime, Zero gets broken out from prison, and I don't remember why he's there. Was it because he kidnapped Jabba's baby?
Yes. I think
Yeah.
that was what happened in the movie.
Okay, so they take him back to the Hutts, and he's like, y'all can't do shit to me because I have incriminating evidence on you, and I could blackmail all of you. And then he just, like, dips, and I'm like, why would you let him leave? Like, he doesn't have it with him, he just got out of jail, just kill him!
No, not allowed.
No. Why? That would make too much sense. But, so he dips, and then, like, he ends up, oh no, he doesn't dip, I'm dumb. He ends up back in the prison cell, because that's when Sai goes and is like, let's make out with my weird mouth. But basically they make a plan, like, you find out that they used to be dating, and they make a plan to, like, escape and shit, and get retired to somewhere with beautiful sunsets or some shit. And so then it essentially leads to Obi-Wan having to hang out with a bounty hunter he hates, and that shit's very funny. And then eventually they get to Zero's dad's grave after, like, stealing his mom's starship. Not stealing, borrowing it. It's weird. And then she fucking shoots him. She's just like, you broke my heart the first time. Fuck you. And then she kills him. And then she steals the data pad and takes it back to the Hutt Council. And my favorite thing is she's just like, who would have thought me, a demure little creature, could do the work of a bounty hunter? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I love you, you stupid bitch.
And then she just continues on being a singer and dancer for
Yeah, like, she's
Jabba.
truly living her best life. Like, she's like, I didn't want to sell this shit. I was just in it for revenge. I could have made a fortune. Nah, I am happy being a cantina singer. I'm just vibing. I just wanted to fuck that guy.
I love
She's
that.
iconic.
She's so iconic. I love her. I don't know who my dumb bitch is. My dumb bitch might be Obi-Wan, just because he's such a stick in the mud this season.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like this was the season they were just like, Obi-Wan is boring. And I was like, damn. That kind of sucks given the Satine stuff that happened last time.
Right. Which teen stuff happened in this season, too.
Yes,
Forgot
but there
about
was
that.
like no flirties. There was no flirties.
It's so
No flirties. It was
It's so
very Padme,
confusing.
really. It was, yeah.
Those episodes were good though with the Satine stuff in this season, because then we find out that her like partner guy that runs shit with her is like not good, right?
He's a badman.
He's a badman.
They're all badmen. There's no good men.
No, there's not.
I'm trying to think if there's a single good man in this show.
Obi-Wan.
I just think he's such a fucking nerd. I'm like,
I love him.
I like him too, but I don't think he's good. You know what I mean? Like, I like Obi-Wan. I don't think Obi-Wan's a good person.
Okay, well, last episode we decided Mace Windu was the only one, so...
Yeah. I don't know. I still question him just because of how, like, up in Jedi shit he is, and I'm like,
true.
Fair.
Ahsoka's the only, like, person I think is actually good. Like, a good person. Like, her and Padme.
Right.
And Padme's too much of a dumb bitch.
True. She's too in love with the dumbass.
She's like, here with my child husband.
Yes. I married him and lost all my brain cells in the wedding.
That was my dowry, was my brain cells.
My brain cells, exactly.
All right. Anything that we're missing? Anything we're missing that we haven't talked about?
Let's see. Mandalore, Mortis, kids get hunted for sport. Echo dies. It's really messed up, honestly.
A lot of stuff happened. I feel like this season is starting to get to where it's like every episode is juicy. Like there's not a lot of filler episodes.
Yeah, I think the problem with that is just that, like, since it jumps around so much, it feels really jarring.
Right.
Because, like, if you went from, like, one plot to a filler episode to something else, that's, like, a little easier.
Right,
you know?
Right.
But this is just like, Mandalore, now Mortis, now these kids are getting kidnapped.
Doesn't help that they're not in order either. Like, that does not help.
It's just bad.
the whole next season is in order, except I think there's... No, that's it. The last two episodes, they have notes that say this episode's title card is in red instead of yellow, which means that it's shit's going down is what it means.
True.
So I'm very excited about next season, which is titled Battle Lines, because I guess there's a lot of battles happening.
Because there haven't been. It's been very calm up until this point.
Right.
Clone Wars, not a lot of war.
What is a Star War?
I don't know.
The stars are fighting.
Stop.
There's another one.
Okay. Yeah. Let's wrap this up. So, Caitlin, your is I keep fucking that up. Your is right up here in the corner. People can find you there on Twitter, and where else can people find you, Caitlin?
On Uppercut, pretty much. Hell Twitter and Uppercut is where I live.
Hell yeah.
My
Same for Chloe. This is your up in this corner. That's where you can find Chloe, and she's streaming too, right there. That's the thing. And same with me, right here in Uppercut. We're hanging out every day. Tomorrow you'll be watching us, and we'll be talking about some battle lines.
Yeah, tomorrow it'll be us again.
Yeah,
it'll be us again every time.
Every time.
So thanks for listening, and we will see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.